the farm that you just saw. Need to see that. We're going to taste in El Salvador, which unfortunately we don't have pictures of here. And we're also going to taste the Sumatra, so we'll get to contrast an Indonesian coffee against a Central American coffee. David's now weighing out 13 grams for every 8 ounces of water. The grind size, the water composition or quality, the amount of coffee and the amount of water all are specified according to standards initiated by the Specialty Coffee Association. We provided these tasting wheels, so you have laminated tasting wheels on all of your tables. Those are actually developed by Counterculture Coffee. You know, the kind of fruit flavors that our American palate is accustomed to versus the spices and the things that they identify out there. It's really cool, because all of these things really are perceived in a coffee. It's how you describe what you perceive as the flavor. But we use such different adjectives. This is a cupping form from the Specialty Coffee Association of America. It's very technical. It's what we use to grade coffee. We look for these scores when we're purchasing coffee from importers because they typically have really well-trained cuppers. In fact, they're usually certified in actually cupping and coffee grading. What we do is we'll notice how it smells before we add the water, and then we'll notice how it smells after we add the water. And then after the water has been added for 4 minutes, after the coffee's been steeping for 4 minutes, I should say, we're going to do what's called a break. What you do is you're actually going to break the crust off the top of your spoon. You stick your nose way down in over the cup. And the coffee's actually going to form a crust on the top. This is what coffee does when it's really freshly roasted. It's exuding these CO2 bubbles, carbon dioxide. And the bubbles actually carry the grounds to the top of the water. So in that crust is all of these aromatics. And what you're doing with the break is you're actually breaking those CO2 bubbles, and it's going to be really, really strong. That's when you notice the what's called the break. That's when you notice the aroma the most intense before you actually sip it. And what you want to do, we'll demonstrate. What you want to do is take your spoon, skim a little off the top, and you're going to slurp, and you're going to slurp loudly. And the point of this is to actually spray the coffee into the different receptors of your mouth. So it's sweet, salty, sour, and bitter in the middle of the back of your tongue. And then try to use really specific descriptors. So what is that thing that's provoking sour flavor? Is it aftertaste? How does it finish? Do you get a lingering flavor? Is it clean? Is it a pleasant aftertaste, or does it taste gritty or dirty? The next category, acidity.
Acidity in coffee is described as a sourness, actually, so you're going to feel it on the side of your tongue.
Dryness is another synonym for acidity. And then we come to sweetness. So sweetness is important in a coffee. Is it sweet enough for you? And sweetness is a good thing, so you're looking for an intense sweetness. And overall typically means your perception, your preference. I'm going to ask you to all smell your coffees right now while they're dry. And then once we go around and pour them, smell them again while they're wet. And after 4 minutes have elapsed, we'll come through and we'll show you how to grade these. Coffees are known for their specific flavors, but this particular coffee from Sumatra, I noticed.
What we're going to do is we're just going to pour the water, get all of the grounds wet, and then get the water all the way to.
So pretty. I think this one's still. Oh yeah, that is.
Yeah.
So, to polish your palates, everyone?
I put my spoon right in the middle, and what you're doing is you're really breaking up these grounds. So really try to get your nose down in there and break up all those aromatics. And then, when you're done, make sure you rinse your spoon before you move on to the next cup so that you don't taste. Basically, you just want to skim all the bubbles, and it's called chaff, off the top. So that's what these cups are for, to empty that into there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my spoon in there, just skim a little bit off the top. Try not to get grounds, they can make it very bitter.
So I'm not very good.
Okay, so I just got a little bit skimmed off the top, and I'm just going to slurp it. And I'm really trying to coat my whole mouth with it, trying to perceive it all over into each of those receptors I talked about. Yeah. So you guys know? coffee broke already?